On the count of three?
Nah, on four.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Jordan Lyles. I'm from California. I've been visiting Minnesota once a month for about 5 months or so. I've been working real close with TC, the founder of High School for Recording Arts.
Man, what you do, man? Hey, that's my pocket.
TC and I have grown pretty close over time, and when I came down to Minnesota, I called up one time and I was like, man, what you think about me coming down there? And he was telling me and Tony were just talking about that. We was just saying we need to get Jordan down here. So I started coming out there once a month, and TC kind of just gave me the chance to scope out what's going on. I grabbed a handful of students at lunch one day, and just on the fly we recorded a couple of songs. It's just nice to see that momentum and the naturalness of just interacting, people doing stuff on the fly. And it's just something about the school that I can really appreciate from the outside perspective. So I had this idea to put together a magazine publication. And what I envision with this magazine is something that we can not only document our day-to-days and realize that every interaction is art, but more so give the students something where they could really enjoy what they're doing, look back at what they did, and it could all be somewhere like an archive. So that's the initial reason where it's something you could just appreciate. But the bigger picture of it is something that I envision not only that encompasses the school and what we do there, but something that can encompass not only Minnesota, but the world. And we take these perspectives of the young people, and it's an opportunity for the world to see how young people are viewing the world that we created. Because the children are obviously, in the great words of Whitney Houston, are the future. The first student who took an interest to what I had going on and asked me a question about why I had a camera in my hand was Chloe Krachowski. Very respectable young lady. She came into me, was asking me about the camera, and I ended up showing her a few things and just was asking her, hey, I got this idea. How do you feel about taking some of the photos? So she's responsible for a portion of the photography. What's funny enough, I'm gonna just throw that in there, I found out later down the line, Chloe and I have the same birthday. So for me, that was like a confirmation of you're where you're supposed to be, doing what you're supposed to do. And now that we have the blueprint, I want to take that blueprint and expand on it. And I just want to take a quick second to, skim through this, let you guys see what the contents of it are. I'm gonna read letter from the editor, just so you have a clear understanding of the ultimate vision for Four Fingers Magazine. Four Fingers Magazine is a publication that will blend music, art, and the culture of not only the High School for Recording Arts, but the culture of the surrounding cities, along with the current events that are taking place around the world. It will be treated as a magazine that could possibly extend beyond our four walls. Each issue will be based on a real-time experience and day-to-day activities and interactions taking place, often supported by the documentation that will go hand in hand with the magazine. Over time, the plan is to assign students to take on different roles such as writers, illustrators, photographers, interviewers, and report back with their contributions. When I look at the opportunity to bring a magazine catalog into a school setting, I see a body of potential and a community capable of creating whatever the heart desires. While we can have unity, I don't think we as people always exercise the power of unity to its full potential. Whether it be in the schoolyard, the workplace, or throughout the world itself, everyone is moving on their own accord to some degree. So being in an environment surrounded by like minds, all rooted in the recording arts, feels like the perfect soil for something that can blossom beyond the pages. With this first issue, I wanted to set the tone to show how productive we can be when we turn every interaction into art. When there's a visual representation of productivity, people get excited. My goal with Four Fingers is to pull in many voices, different stories, lives, and talents, and pour them into something lasting, something tangible that represents who we are. A magazine like this accomplishes more than we realize. It gets young people involved, it encourages a plethora of self-expression, it not only exercises collaboration, but also preserves memories that will one day remind students of who they were and what they stood for. In a world where everything is fleeting and digital, I want this to bring us back to stillness. Within the magazine, readers will find insight, learning moments, laughs, art, sports, comics, and more. The idea of including comics goes back to childhood and is what originally sparked the concept for this publication. The first thing I ever wanted to do was draw comics. I was always sketching people, moments, and ideas. Teachers thought I wasn't paying attention back in school, but drawing helped me focus. Looking back, I see how even that small habit was preparation for what I'm doing now. Drawing people has always been an honor to me, and pairing art with real perspectives feels like a full circle gift. That being said, this issue also ties to purpose. Why Minnesota? In 2021, I had a series of dreams about Prince that I didn't quite understand at the time, wondering why he was popping up in my dreams. Not long after these dreams, I met TC, Tony, Mike, and Scott. After sitting in an interview with them, they brought me on board to facilitate the program for For Learning at a site in Moreno Valley, California. For Learning is the sister organization to the High School for Recording Arts. They mentioned the initial candidate was too busy, and he ended up referring me instead. I got the call one day after I was praying about purpose, and purpose literally knocked on my front door. The site was right down the street from where I lived. After getting well acclimated with TC, I realized those Prince dreams were connected, especially after learning about his history and work with Prince. It was one of those moments where God lines up everything in a way you can't make up. As a brief introduction, I was born on July 28, 1999. I grew up in a city called Moreno Valley, or as I have to explain to people, about an hour from LA, 30 minutes from Riverside. In summary, I'm a filmmaker, musician, and author. I started off recording songs in a broken down Ford Explorer that sat in my parents' driveway. I had no idea of a music career or a direction. I just loved making music. Music was the reason I first ever flew on a plane. It was the reason I had the audacity to take a leap of faith and quit my job at the shoe store. It was the reason for many meaningful relationships. For the longest time, it felt like the reason I was put on this earth.
Good morning, everybody. Good night, everybody. It's a song we used to sing in church.
Over the years, I've directed and edited multiple documentaries, including an Emmy Award-winning documentary in the month of June 2025, where I had the honor of filming, editing, and composing an entire soundtrack. I've had my music placed in NBA 2K, a video game that I and many other kids grew up playing. My films have appeared on Amazon Prime and screened at multiple film festivals in Los Angeles and Virginia. And I've released multiple albums and written a plethora of books. I mention this not as a display of what I've done, but more so a testament of faith. I've seen highs and I've seen many lows. But out of all my career endeavors and achievements, nothing has been more fulfilling than working with young people. Since 2021, I've been working with the young people in California at Rising Stars Business Academy. And now, as I extend that work to Minnesota and HSRA, my goal is to pour everything I've learned into this next generation. I don't just want to guide them, I want to create with them. Whenever young people are given the right structure, freedom, and belief, they rise to the occasion every time. And as I step into this new season, especially after recently welcoming my newborn son into the world, I think about legacy. I imagine him growing up and walking through the foundation of a school culture that we help maintain and further build upon. Four Fingers Magazine is more than a project, it's a way to create something long-lasting. Put your foes up. I want everybody on 3 to say Four Fingers Magazine. No. I'ma say how many fingers I'm holding up. Y'all say 4. Ready? How many fingers I'm holding up?
4. Sometimes it's all about showing up. For sure. They saying that we can't bring the funk. So, how many fingers I'm holding up? 4. Fellas, when you want the beat to drop? On the count of 4. Ladies, when you want the beat to drop?
On the count of 4. When you want the beat to drop?
On the count of 4. Hey.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Boom, boom, boom. Hey. Boom, boom, boom. Talk to him, fellas. Boom, boom, boom. Ladies. How many fingers I'm holding up?
4.
Yeah. I hope y'all did it. See y'all soon, man. See y'all soon.